Hello friends, welcome again in this video lecture. In last video lecture we will see character table for the C2V point group, and we know that character table is nothing but there are some character for the given irreducible representations, and that characters are given for the symmetry elements present in that point group. And we also see that character may be positive or that character may be negative, or some characters are one dimensional and some characters are maybe two dimensional. Okay, now today we are going to see the Mulliken symbol, and that Mulliken symbols are based upon the characters which are present in the character table. But there are some rules for the Mulliken symbolism for the given point group. So we will see that rule one by one. Okay, first rule, we already see the character table and the characters which are present in that table, and we see that some characters are positive, some characters are negative. Means there are some symmetric or maybe asymmetric, maybe one dimensional or maybe two dimensional. So all one dimensional representation or all one dimensional characters are given by capital letter A and B. Okay, that is the first rule. All one dimensional irreducible representation are given by letters A and B. Okay, the Mulliken symbol based upon the characters which are present in the characters, and we already see that character may be one dimensional or that character may be two dimensional. So this is the first rule, which is say that the all one dimensional irreducible representations are given by letter A and B, and two dimensional representations are given by letter capital E. Two dimensional irreducible representation are given by letter E. Okay, so this is the first rule. All one dimensional representations are given by maybe A and B, or the two dimensional representations are given by letter E. Okay, second, one dimensional representation. One dimensional representation okay, we know that there are characters present in character table, maybe one dimensional or two dimensional. Okay, first we will see the character representation for the one dimensional representation. Okay, when one dimensional character of irreducible representation present in the given character table, if it is symmetric, then it is represented by +1, and if it is asymmetric, then it is represented by -1. Simple. If in a given character table the +1 is present, then it is symmetric, and -1 character is present, then it is asymmetric. Okay, if given representation of irreducible representation is symmetric, then it represents by +1 subscript, and if then it is represented by -1. Okay, we already see character table and we know that for one dimensional the character may be +1, that is symmetry, or character may be -1, that is asymmetry. Means it is represented as if the given character is +1, then it is symmetry. And if the given character is -1, then it is unsymmetry. So this is the second rule which is used for the one-dimensional representation in which the character may be symmetric or the character may be asymmetric. If the given character is symmetric, it is represented by -1, and if the given character is unsymmetric, then it is represented by -1. Okay, now the next rule. Label of next rule is label of one-dimensional representation. Label of one-dimensional representation. Label of one-dimensional representation. Okay, we know that when we consider any point group is nothing but the collection of all symmetry elements present in the given group. That symmetry elements may be identity, may be axis of rotation, may be vertical plane, horizontal plane, may be inversion, or may be any improper axis of rotation. Then which type of label used for that symmetry elements present in the given group if it is one-dimensional? Suppose the axis of rotation is present, and we know that the axis of rotation or axis of symmetries are two types: principal axis of symmetry and secondary axis of symmetry. And we know that principal axis of symmetry is the main symmetry or main axis of rotation present in the given molecule. So when axis of rotation present in molecule, then if it is symmetric, then it is represented by A, and if it is unsymmetric, it is represented by B. ओके, सिंपल भाषेमध्ये मी एकच सांगते की जर तुमच्या मॉलिक्यूल मध्ये ऍक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन प्रेझेंट असेल आणि त्याचा जर कॅरेक्टर सिमेट्रिक असेल +1, तर त्याला आपण ए नी दाखवणार. आणि तुमच्या मॉलिक्यूल मध्ये ऍक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन प्रेझेंट असेल आणि त्याचं कॅरेक्टर जर -1 असेल तर आपण त्याला बी नी दाखवणार. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट रूल. इफ ऍक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन present in molecules, if axis of rotation present, then if it is symmetric, it is represented by +1, and if it is unsymmetric, then it is represented by -1. Okay, if axis of rotation present, then it is represented, if it is symmetric, then it is represented by +1, and if it is asymmetric, then it is represented by -1. Okay, +1, -1. And then we will use the first rule, A and B. First rule we say that the all one-dimensional representations are indicated by capital letter A and B. Okay. मग A कधी यूज करणार, B कधी यूज करणार, जसं आता आपण इथे सांगितलंय द ऍक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन प्रेझेंट, ऍक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन असणार. जर ते सिमेट्रिक असेल म्हणजे +1 असेल तर तो सिमेट्रिक, आणि अनसिमेट्रिक असेल तर तो -1. जर +1 आहे तो सिमेट्रिक आहे तर आपण A यूज करणार, आणि जर तो -1 आहे अनसिमेट्रिक आहे तर आपण B यूज करणार. म्हणजे the given character of Cn means axis of rotation. If it is +1 means it is symmetric and it is represented by A. And if the given character of C1 is -1 means it is unsymmetric, it is represented by B. Okay. The given axis of rotation, if it is +1, it is symmetric, represented by A. If it is -1, it is unsymmetric, it is represented by B. Okay. We already said that axis of rotation or axis of symmetries are two types: principal axis of symmetry and secondary axis of symmetry. So this representation or these subscripts are used for the principal axis of rotation if the molecule having secondary axis of symmetry. We know that secondary axis of symmetry which is perpendicular to the principal axis of symmetry. Then which type of representation or subscripts are used? Okay, suppose secondary axis of symmetry is present. Suppose secondary axis of symmetry is present. Then if it is symmetric, then use one subscript, and if it is unsymmetric, then use two subscript. Okay. Before this rule, we see the axis of rotation or principal axis of symmetry present in molecule. If it is +1, it is symmetric, we use A letter, and if it is unsymmetric, means it is -1, means unsymmetric, then we use B capital letter. Now we know that secondary axis of symmetry also present in some molecule, not all molecules but some molecules, and if that secondary axis of symmetry present in molecule, if it is symmetric, then use one subscript, and if it is unsymmetric, then use two subscripts. Means character of C2, if it is +1, means symmetric, then use one subscript, and the character of C2, if it is unsymmetric, -1, then use two subscript. Okay, this is the next rule which is used for the axis of rotation, for principal axis of rotation and secondary axis of rotation. But I have already said that की सगळ्याच मॉलिक्यूल मध्ये सेकंडरी ऍक्सिस ऑफ सिमेट्री प्रेझेंट राहत नाही. फॉर एक्झाम्पल वॉटर, वॉटरमध्ये एकच ऍक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन आहे C2, दुसरं ऍक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन नाहीये. अमोनियामध्ये पण फक्त C3 ऍक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन आहे, सेकंडरी ऍक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन नाहीये. ज्या मॉलिक्यूलमध्ये सेकंडरी ऍक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन नाहीये अशा वेळेला आपण व्हर्टिकल प्लेन किंवा हॉरिझॉन्टल प्लेन, त्यालाच आपण काय म्हणतो, प्लेन ऑफ सिमेट्री कन्सिडर करणार. ठीक आहे. तर नेक्स्ट रूल, इफ द सेकंडरी ऍक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन इज ऍब्सेंट इन मॉलिक्यूल, then consider the plane of symmetry present in that molecule. Okay. The next rule say that if secondary axis of rotation, if secondary axis of rotation is absent, then consider plane of symmetry. Then consider plane of symmetry. If it is symmetric, use one subscript, and if it is unsymmetric, use two subscript. Okay, we know that all molecules having principal axis of rotation, but some molecule also having secondary axis of rotation. The secondary axis of rotation present असेल, त्याच्यामध्ये पण जर कॅरेक्टर +1 असेल तर तो सिमेट्रिक असेल, तेव्हा आपण 1 सबस्क्रिप्ट यूज करणार. आणि जर सेकंडरी ऍक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन प्रेझेंट असेल आणि -1 कॅरेक्टर असेल म्हणजे तो असिमेट्रिक असणार, तेव्हा आपण सबस्क्रिप्ट 2 यूज करणार, दॅट इज 2. पण सगळ्याच मॉलिक्यूलमध्ये सेकंडरी ऍक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन प्रेझेंट राहत नाही. ऑल मॉलिक्यूल डज नॉट हॅव्हिंग secondary axis of rotation. If the secondary axis of rotation is absent, then consider the plane of symmetry of that molecule. And if the given plane of symmetry is a symmetry, that is +1, then use the 1 subscript. And if the given plane of symmetry is asymmetry, then use 2 subscripts. Means the character of sigma v is +1, it is symmetric. Then use 1 subscript. And if the given character of plane of symmetry is -1, means unsymmetric, then use 2 subscript. Okay. If the secondary axis of rotation is absent, then and then only we consider the plane of symmetry. And if the plane of symmetry is a symmetry, that is +1, then use 1 subscript. And if the given plane of symmetry is unsymmetric, that is -1, then use 2 subscript. Okay. Now the last rule. If molecule having center of symmetry means inversion. Okay. And if the given inversion is symmetric, then use then use the G. G means gyrate. And if it is unsymmetric, then use U. U means ungyrate. Okay. We know that center of symmetry or inversion means opposite. We already see this symmetry element. And symmetry elements is nothing but the collection of all symmetry elements, that is the point group. And point group having any type of symmetry elements. C2 axis of rotation, plane of symmetry, identity, inversion. Now we already see axis of rotation, plane of symmetry. If the given molecule having center of symmetry, if that center of symmetry is a symmetry, then it is represented by G. G means gyrate means symmetry. And if it is -1 or unsymmetric, then it is represented by U. U means unsymmetric. If given group having center of symmetry, given group having center of symmetry, if it is symmetric, use G subscript, and if it is unsymmetric, use U subscript. Okay, if the given representation having center of inversion, that is center of symmetry or inversion, and if it is plus 1, that is represented by small g. Small g is nothing but the gerade, and gerade means symmetry. Okay, and if the given character of inversion is -1, then it is represented by U. U means ungerade. Ungerade means unsymmetry. So these are some rules used for the Mulliken symbol, and all these rules are based on the character which are present in the character table. जेवढे पण कॅरेक्टर आहेत ते 1 डायमेन्शनल आहेत का 2 डायमेन्शनल आहेत आणि ते पॉझिटिव्ह आहेत म्हणजे सिमेट्रिक आहेत का निगेटिव्ह म्हणजे अनसिमेट्रिक आहेत. जर सिमेट्रिक असतील तर आपण काय यूज करणार आणि अनसिमेट्रिक असतील तर आपण काय यूज करणार हे सगळं ह्या रूल मध्ये दिलेले आहे. ओके, इन नेक्स्ट लेक्चर वी विल सी द एक्झाम्पल, देन इट इज clear for you how to use this subscript or symbol for the point group to given Mulliken symbol for that point group. Okay, we will see in the next lecture. Okay, thank you so much for watching.